Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to a very extreme deep clean and decluttering video. We're gonna get a ton of cleaning projects done today. I'm just feeling like extra motivated. I have some decluttering to do as well. There's just too many areas of the house shoved with stuff. So we need to get rid of things. We need to do some cleaning projects. And I want to turn this house around as always. So I hope you enjoy this. Please like and subscribe if you do. And let's get started. So first and foremost, welcome to a very, very messy home office full of tons of different things we need to take care of so we can wipe this space down, eliminate the clutter, and move on from there. We have so many different cleaning projects to tackle. We're doing deep cleaning, we're doing bathrooms, we are going through closets, and I am just so excited to share all of these projects with you. First things first though, I am going to wipe down this table, get everything put away that was on it. Then we'll work on my work area, on my desk, we'll get stuff off the floor and just turn this room around. It was out of control, even worse looking in person. I could barely walk in here. So let's get some stuff off the floor, some random decor I need to put out in other places, recycling to deal with, and so much more. One thing I wanted to verbally mention is wiping down table bases as part of your deep cleaning routine. I don't know about you, but I definitely don't have time for that in the everyday hustle and bustle. So I really wanted to make sure I got that done today, and they were way more dusty than I ever realized. And guys, if you're doing some deep cleaning today with me, start with whatever is bothering you the most. I just could not look at all of the boxes in here anymore. It was such an eyesore, and I was really relieved to finally get all of those taken care of, put out in the garage, in the recycling, and just deal with them. I'm wiping down a picture on the wall, going to get all the dust off of that, straighten it, and finally I can work on my desk area and get all of this straightened up. And we're going to switch up the lamp over here just to try something different. I always tell you guys that is such a personal motivator for me when I'm deep cleaning. After I wipe a surface down, I can try something new, I can move my decor around, and it's just fun to see what things look like in different areas, a little change of scenery that cost $3 because I already had that lamp. Now I'm finally on to vacuuming, so we're almost done in here, and then we can move on to our endless list of projects. Just vacuuming around, going to move the chairs and all the boxes out of the way and make sure I do a really good job. The last thing I'm doing in this space is just dealing with some clothes, some things I just shared on my Like to Know It, and then a few other affordable fashion spring finds I'm going to be sharing very soon, so keep an eye out for that. I'm seriously so excited to share those finds with you. We're going to move on now to the dining area. So that was the before. I have a bunch of pictures here that Chad is hanging today. I'm going to film another home update soon, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to wipe down this dining table, put those flowers in the middle, and then we can slowly transition into the kitchen and deal with some things in there. Just some quick everyday cleaning before we get into some major deep cleaning projects. All right, so let's scrub down these countertops, scrub out the sink, do some deep cleaning there, and then a ton of deep cleaning in the downstairs bathroom after the kitchen. And I'm using a bunch of different products today, guys. So right now I'm using the apple cider scent from Mrs. Meyer's, their multi-surface spray. This is one of those fall scents, and I just have a lot of it left over, so I'm trying to use that up. I'm going to use the Barkeeper's powder in the kitchen sink. That's a great one. I've used that and recommended that for so many years. And then I also have some new stuff we're going to use in the bathroom, so keep an eye out for that. I always love to, like, whenever I see any new products at the store, I have to pick them up. I have to try them in YouTube videos. I just think it's like so satisfying and so motivating to try all the new cleaning products. So I'll show you those in the bathroom. First, just finishing wiping down these countertops, wiping down our new stove. There's just like 3 or 4 things in the sink I'm going to quickly hand wash before we scrub it and make it so sparkly and so shiny. And here's a little DIY combo. So it's the Barkeeper's cleanser with Dawn Power Wash dish spray, and then this Rubbermaid electric scrubbing brush. I'm obsessed with all of these. I will make sure this brush is below. I feel like everyone needs it, especially for shower grout. It's absolutely life-changing. And I'll also make sure my vacuum is linked below, because I've realized more people are asking about that vacuum in videos than like anything else lately. So yes, I'm just doing a little more of that combo, scrub, 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 making sure I get all of the corners and the walls, and then I will rinse it off, and it looks so much better. This is always like one of the most satisfying cleaning projects. And everything we just did was our warm-up, so welcome to the main event. We're going to do probably the deepest clean I've ever done in this bathroom. We are doing everything. So here's your before, kind of scary, kind of intimidating. There's 2 boys that use this bathroom, and it definitely shows. So first I'm going to pick up all the toys on the shower floor, get all the products out of there so we don't have anything in our way, and I can spray it down and just let that product sit for a second. And here's everything I'm going to be using. So first is this cleaner and bleach by Clorox. I've seen a lot of people recommend that on social media, and I think it's great. I have some new rubber gloves. I have a tub and tile scrubber that has an arm that extends, and then of course that Rubbermaid power scrub brush. So I'm going to spray everything top to bottom, let that sit for a minute while that product is sitting on the shower and soaking into the grout. We can work on the vanity, get it all cleared off, wiped down, and just sparkling clean. So normally I would just spray and wipe, but today, since we were trying to do a deeper clean, I'm spraying, I'm letting it sit for a couple of seconds, up to a minute or so if I can. Again, there is bleach in this product, so I don't want to let it sit too long, but at the same time, I want to allow it to clean as well as it can. And then instead of wiping those counters, I'm going to scrub them with this scrub brush, scrub the faucet, scrub the sink, make sure everything has a very powerful clean before wiping it down with my microfiber towel. I'm also going to spray that backup drain with the cleaner bleach, scrub as far as I can reach, let that product sit for a few minutes, and then I will rinse it thoroughly to make sure all of it's gone. lots and lots of elbow grease in these last few minutes that were only seconds for all of you. That tub and tile scrubber brush, the larger one, it's more so like spreading the cleaner around and doing a light scrub. It's not going to get in all of the nooks and crannies. That is what that Rubbermaid brush is for, and I primarily focus that on the floor. That is where a lot of the buildup is, the soap scum, all of that. And then this also really helps to get into those small areas in your shower door. Life changing. Every time I use this, I cannot help but like recommend it over and over again. Of course, my microfiber towels help to get all of that gunk picked up that this brush finds and all of those tiny corners. The floor is looking really good, and I'm wearing shoes, as you can see. I haven't worn shoes in these like house cleaning videos in a while, but it really makes a difference. It makes it so much easier, and I can like step on the floor if there's product on it and whatnot. So I do feel like it speeds up the process a little bit. There definitely is some soap scum on the shower doors, so I did spray those with this bleach cleaner, and then I also sprayed those little like potty things with the bleach cleaner as well. Gonna let those sit and then rinse them very thoroughly. So while those are soaking, we're gonna move on to this toilet, scrub it top to bottom, inside, outside, and just get that thing extra clean. The toilet is super clean. All of those accessories are super clean. Definitely tasks none of us look forward to, but once it's done, it's like, it makes your entire house feel cleaner having that done. So anyways, I'm back to the shower door, scrubbing that soap scum. Once I wipe down all of this cleaner and bleach on the doors, I'm going to spray it with a little DIY. So it's going to be apple cider vinegar and water. I'll show you guys how I make it. I typically do like a 60-40 combo. Some people do 50-50. It really just depends what you're dealing with and how bad it is. But vinegar is, or I said apple cider, I meant white vinegar. Vinegar, here it is amazing for soap scum and hard watermarks, and it costs like next to nothing. This entire jug is, I would say, at most $3. So it's gonna last you a very, very long time. Just shake it up in a spray bottle, get to spraying, let it sit for a few minutes, and then wipe it away. It's as easy as that. And things are moving right along. We're almost done with this shower. I was just wiping down all of the walls with water on a microfiber towel, making sure I have all of that bleach cleaner out of there and rinsed away. And then I'm going to rinse out that overflow drain in the sink. I'm going to scrub all of the little toys before I put them back in there. And then I'm also going to put all the products back in. We will finish up with those doors. We'll deal with the floors, and then we can move on to so many more cleaning projects. We haven't even really gone into the decluttering. We have 2 closets to go through, so lots and lots more motivation. If you're just like in the thick of it right now with so much cleaning, girl, I have so much cleaning to do with you to keep you motivated and keep you going. So I'm going to wipe down all the stuff on the vanity here as well before I put it back in its place. I wipe down the walls of the vanity, and I'm also going to wipe down the side of the cabinet. That is something I always forget about, like the side that's in between the toilet and the vanity. Don't forget about that too, because it gets extra dusty. I wiped off this little trash can, I wiped down the doors, I steam mopped, I wiped down the cabinet doors. Also wanted to mention that too, I always forget to wipe the cabinet doors in bathrooms. I'm always on in kitchens, as you know, but don't forget about the bathroom. And also don't forget, or don't be afraid, I should say, to do the floors in reverse if you need to. Sometimes when you're scrubbing showers, water gets everywhere, and it just makes a lot more sense to mop and then vacuum. So that is what I did today. Here is the after. It is so much cleaner, especially in person. It feels amazing. So now we're going to move on to those two closets. First is our pantry, and then we will do the coat closet. Both of them are a hot mess. They need to be just like fully gone through. Here's the other one, just showed you the pantry. For those listening and working with me, these are the before shots. So we're gonna start with the pantry, work our way top to bottom. That way when I'm wiping mess, I'm not wiping it on anything I just cleaned. I'm going to get everything off of every single shelf, wipe it down, then put things back in, way more organized than all of those before clips. Now, regardless of what you guys are decluttering, figure out a system that works for you, that is easy to maintain, or the decluttering is not worth it. I have a few videos on this pantry, small pantry organization, how I did this, where everything's from, and I'm obsessed. It has been so easy to maintain, and then when life is busy and it gets a little bit out of control, like it is right now, it's not like incredibly overwhelming to fix it, figure it out, and I'm just obsessed with all of these baskets and all of the systems I have. So it's pretty self-explanatory what goes in each. I have Lazy Susans for sauces, seasoning packets, all of my extra seasonings. I have these acrylic containers for our soups and just like anything in cans. Up top, I showed you guys the labels of breakfast, and then a miscellaneous with any random items. This one is a lot of our snacks. Wiping down those crumbs, don't even know how those got there. It's not like we open snacks in here, but is what it is. And I also have a lot of individually pre-packaged snacks that I can throw in lunches and just snacks on the go. So doing this is such a stress reliever. It makes the week easier because I know what I have. I can kind of like think ahead of how I'm making lunches and all of that. And I just love this system. So I hope it's satisfying seeing me get all of this in check. This bottom shelf is very, very dirty. I don't even know what that spill is, to be honest with you, but I'm glad I took care of it. I'm just using a microfiber towel with warm soapy water on it to wipe down those shelves, and then of course organizing everything in the bins, just fixing, eliminating, and doing what I need to do to make sure we are set up for success for a great week ahead. Lots of juice boxes going in this one to keep the drinks in the middle, and then fruits and veggies will go on either side of this. Those last organizers are stackable wire shelves. They come in a few colors, and all of these organizers are linked on my Amazon page. Again, a drip, a spill of I don't even know what, staining the wall and the trim, so I'm going to scrub that really well. And then in the bottom totes, I just have some like random extra stuff that we use on a regular basis. So one I use to store all of our plastic bags from the grocery store that I repurpose for bathrooms, and just like a bunch of different things throughout our everyday life. A bunch of extra like swim diapers and things we don't really need anymore, but I just keep them since we have family and friends with small kids. They can use those up eventually. I have a little pool tote, so aloe, sunscreen, pool toys, and just like, yeah, random everyday extra life things go in these totes. I'm dumping them out and getting all of the crumbs out before I organize and put anything back in. Some very satisfying after clips are coming your way in just a second. You can see the vast majority of the organizers I use throughout my whole home are structure. They're not fabric like the ones at the bottom of this pantry. The fabric ones do start to collapse after a while and just get like kind of slouchy, so I really prefer the harder style. Here's all of my organizers filled up and reorganized, wiped down. So much better, you guys. Like, I love having a small pantry. We used to have a walk-in style, and it was a lot to maintain and keep up with. So this is just so much more realistic. Now we're gonna deal with this closet. So all of the coats that are just like thrown on the bottom, I'm going to hang up on the left side here, bags on the right, and we're still working on our master closet. So there's just like way more shoes and coats and things that would traditionally go in a closet that we don't use on an everyday basis downstairs. So this is kind of just like a for now organization system, but I won't have as much stuff in here hopefully in the next couple weeks. So yes, just hanging up those coats, and then I'm going to get everything out of the bottom and just see what we're working with. Some of this stuff I don't even know. Feels so good to be eliminating all of this clutter and just going through everything to see what we need and what we don't. So I have a large basket down there of all of our extra bags. The one we use the most often, like backpacks, Chad's work bag, are on the top, and the vast majority of those will go upstairs eventually. I have a pool bag on the bottom, and Chad's work bag is what's on the right. Some purses on the right that again will go upstairs once our closet's put together. Hats and just some extra things on top, and that closet is good to go. One of those projects that probably took me 10 minutes realistically, but I should have done it months ago. That's okay. We finally got it done. And now I have a lot of things right here to bring upstairs. So Chad's hanging pictures right now. That one's going to go upstairs. All of those cleaning products are upstairs because we've got things to do up here. And I'm going to quickly spray down this tub and clean this bathroom. Really doesn't get a ton of use, but I also don't remember the last time I did this. And if I don't remember, that means it's time to do it again. We have the vanities sprayed down, that backup drain is soaking, the tub is soaking, so now I'm going to tackle this toilet real quick. This is the second of 3 we're going to do today. Again, nobody enjoys this, but let's just get it done. Knowing it's done is the best feeling ever. Wiping down Forrest's little extra seat. This kid, I swear he's like all the bathroom accessories right now. It's just his house and we are living in it. That's how it feels, but that's okay. Going to make sure that's clean top to bottom, wiping down the mirror, and we're almost done in here. Just a few more seconds, then we're gonna move on to the upstairs hallway and eliminate all the clutter on the half wall. So we're on to my bathroom now, and for those listening, working along with me, I got all of the clutter off the half wall in the loft area. We just had a ton of stuff like wrapped around that entire thing. I vacuumed upstairs. That also was something I wasn't planning on doing, but it was kind of bothering me, and it just felt good to get it done because I hadn't done that in a while. And now I'm on to my bathroom, and I'm not going to do the tub and shower. I just did those recently, but the reason I wanted to come in here was to do the sink drains and to do those overflow drains. Since I was doing it downstairs for his bathroom, I figured I would just do it everywhere. And I also wanted to show you a close-up of this faucet because it has a lot of hard watermarks on it, and I really wanted to try the water and vinegar trick to see if I could figure this out and just get all of this taken care of. So there was your shot right there of the close-up of what it's looking like. We're going to let it sit for a minute and then we'll see how well it works.
I see you only when you're by. doubt. I'll see you in a while, 'cause this time I will choose you, yeah. I'll choose. You know exactly how they look like this. Holding in a bag full of goods and needs. I need a night like this. Knowing it's a risk, 'cause you're using it. You got all your secrets. I can seem to move this thing. You're pulling me out and I'm right back in the sideline where you.
We have wiped down the rest of the vanity. I'm doing a quick vacuum, and then I wanted to show you an update on that faucet. So it is significantly better, but there are still some hard water marks. So after I wipe it and scrub it, I'm going to spray it again and let it sit for a few more minutes, and then we will do our final wipe down. Wiping down the sinks now, I'm going to rinse them thoroughly. I also scrubbed the drains. Our drains, I feel like they get sort of dirty a lot faster, so I'm always like on the lookout for those, making sure they're not all gross and gunky. Another wipe down there, another spray down. It really does work like so much faster than you would expect. I still have a little more hard water marks to get off that drain, but I'm like thoroughly impressed, you guys, with how well that worked. I'm going to do the toilet now. This is our last toilet. I'm so glad to say that. That bathroom is good to go, and the last thing I am doing is washing my sheets. I washed all of our bedding and put all of it back on, and also the rug that has been in the corner of this room is finally taken care of. We took that downstairs to the garage today to recycle or donate, whatever Chad's going to do with it. I'm not sure, but I have a new one coming for this room, and just like so many fun things to share in the next coming week. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you right here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye!